What is up, guys? My name is Pokémon OR and welcome back to another miscellaneous Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire video. In this video I'm going to show you guys Volcanion, its shiny form, and the events surrounding Volcanion in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Unfortunately, Volcanion hasn't received an as extensive, update event in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire like Hoopa. Hoopa received a brand new Unbound form entirely. That's mostly due to Hoopa most likely receiving an event in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's life cycle, whereas Volcanion will most likely be given an event, given a movie in 2016 when Pokemon Z or whatever game is the main game instead. So unfortunately there's only a small event in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for Volcanion. But it is very interesting indeed. First I'm going to show you guys footage of Volcanion and its shiny form in battle, and then we'll jump straight into the event footage, I guess. It's nothing too extensive, it's just reading aloud text and stuff like that, but it's still really interesting and explains the lore behind Volcanion just a little bit. So I'll jump straight into showing you guys Volcanion in battle. So here we are jumping into a battle with Volcanion. I'm fairly certain that despite these Pokemon being very similarly leveled, Volcanion's going to be able to take them out. Volcanion is a really powerful Pokemon, and I don't have access to its main attack. I believe it's called Steam Eruption, which is a fantastic attack. I believe it's a water type attack that can burn the opposition, which is really interesting. I think it's a 50% chance of a burn, which is a lot more improved compared to Scald. So yeah, Volcanion, I really like it. I really like its design. It's interesting. It's just different, and I think all three of the event legendary Pokemon from X and Pokemon Y were just different, and I like that. Hoopa took a little while to grow on me, but I really like Hoopa, and I really like Volcanion. And now I'm going to show you guys Volcanion's shiny form. I like its shiny form as well. It's yellow. I think maybe I'd have preferred it if it was blue, but the yellow shiny form, the gold shiny form has really grew on me, and unfortunately we're up against a Wingull right here, which is a water type, but we'll still battle it. So yeah, I really like Volcanion's shiny form as well. So yeah, this is gameplay of its shiny form and its regular form. This is nothing new. If you guys wanted to, you guys probably could have saw this in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y's life cycle. People were hacking in Volcanion and Hoopa and Deance's way back then as well, but it's still pretty interesting. It's really cool to see Volcanion and its shiny form and just what it looks like in these games. So yeah, there we go. Volcanion takes out this Wingull. We struggled a little bit, but trust me, Volcanion is a very powerful Pokemon. So I'll see you guys back in Moorville City, and then we will jump straight into the event gameplay. Alright, so we are back here in Moorville City. To actually access the event, it's not really an event. I don't like saying that word, but it's what it is, I guess. It's more of just an explanation of the lore behind Volcanion. Just in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it's just a more in-depth look at Volcanion, I guess. It's not so much an event, there's nothing truly awesome about it, but it's still really cool to actually just find out more about Volcanion. So yeah, it just feels like an afterthought rather than an event, but whatever. To actually access this quote-unquote event, go to the Moorville City news station, I guess, and talk to this guy. Hot diggity, that's a Volcanion you have there, isn't it? As far as I know, the people in that group are the only ones in history to have seen this Pokemon. It's a thing that I'd meet a trainer who not only found Volcanion, but actually caught it. What a day. I like you, kid. I'm the head of this TV studio. How about I show you some top secret specials we made about Volcanion? This is really cool. I'm looking forward to this because I'm going into it blind. There's a little something I made for a TV show once back in the day, but, well, things didn't work out and they ended up getting shelved. Okay, sit back and enjoy my top secret Volcanion specials. Alright, so we're going to watch part 1. We're going to just, quote unquote, watch all 3 parts. Unfortunately, there isn't any video footage that goes along with the text. That would have been really awesome. It's why I think this is just an afterthought to actually cram event data for Volcanion into this game, but whatever. This is a special edition of MTV, Explorations of the Ancient World. Join us deep in the swamplands of the Kalos region where we found a mythical Volcanion. Boss, there it is, it's Volcanion. I believe they're hinting at Brandon of the Battle Frontier right here, which is really cool. Oh, get back. If it blows, it could send even huge mountains flying. It can change moisture into superheated steam in an instant with its internal organs causing a massive explosion. That was a close one. Thanks for saving me, boss. Stay alert at all times. Don't forget your courage, sensor. It might not be the Brandon from the Battle Frontier, but it's still pretty cool. Anyway, how about that? Quite the spectacle, wasn't it? That's our fantastic TV series from the famous explorer Brandon. I believe it is. I believe it's Brandon from the Battle Frontier, which is a really cool little cameo. Really want the Battle Frontier in these games. Anyway, part 2. Part 2 is just as interesting. So anyway, explorations of the ancient world. Join us in the untouched woodlands of the Sinnoh region where we found a mythical Volcanion. They're saying Sinnoh right here. I honestly don't believe it's a hint to the Sinnoh remake, so don't get too excited about that. It's just a cool little cameo. Boss, there it is, it's Volcanion. Oh, get back, look at those arm-like things growing out of its back. It uses those to suck in moisture to turn into a thick fog. If we stay here, we'll be trapped in the fog. That was a close one. Thanks for saving me, boss. Alright, so he's just preaching there about how good his boss is. Alright, so finally, part 3. This is going to be set in the Johto region. Once again, not a hint at Johto or Sinnoh remakes. I just want to throw that out there because people can get excited about the slightest of hint, I guess. Anyway, join us on a desert island in the Johto region where we found a mythical Volcanion. I've been trying to think, desert region in Johto, the only one that even has sand is Cianwood City, or heck, even Route 47 with the Safari Zone and stuff like that. I can't think of any desert regions in Johto. I might be just being very silly there, but once again, not a hint at Johto remakes. Boss, there it is, it's Volcanion. Oh, get back, an explosion from Volcanion can even change mountain ranges into plains. It's thought that ancient landmasses were formed in that way. That was a close one, alright. So, yeah. This, as I said, it seems like an afterthought. It seems like this has just been thrown into these games just to, I don't know, have some kind of compatibility with games in the future, with Pokemon Z or Y2 and X2 or whatever games are coming up. So yeah, there's nothing really too major about this. It's just really cool finding out more about Volcanion, and I really hope you've enjoyed the footage of Volcanion in battle, footage of its shiny form, and this little event that's hidden deep in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. As always, a like would be really appreciated on this video, and feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any more of my future Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire videos. I do hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far into this short little video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.